boom. What is this? Just physical move, sonic boom. Yeah, I mean, it's mainly unfair because I just have two soft, squishy pokes, and they have two hard-hitting physical attackers. There we go, some good RNG. No one-turn win, though. Won the tie. Surf? Giga Drain? Nope. I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually how it works. Well, it definitely made or broke the category before, when it was not the first one. But since we put it first now, we just grind until we win. In a reasonable amount of time. Come on, Cleffa, 1 damage. Hey, we're moving on. Back to the Focus Punch Fest. Flip those coins. Actually, with Blaziken, it's 75% to get off the Focus Punch. With the other two, they're basically coin flips. There we go, Polyrath down. Nice. Not in the clear yet, though, unfortunately. Side B. Now another coin flip. Didn't bulk up that time. Probably only does that on Hariyama. Okay, about even with my previous run that made it this far. Slightly ahead. Alright, then we skip to 50. And for once we get bad RNG in this fight. No, bad AI, really. Turn 1, targeted lantern and crits. I actually haven't seen that happen before, so I don't even know if he has kill AI. If it would be worth... Okay, that's what we want to see. Just go for the 2-turn. Now a solar battle. So only 25% to lose. Unless I get a boost with Silver Wind. Then it's probably safe. So just target Ninjask or don't get the range. Nothing we can really do about that. We can technically still win. We have to get a boost, though. I probably should just retry. So yeah, neither of these last CDs are free by any means. Definitely some RNG in both of them to worry about. Can still go for a halfway decent Lugia Ho-Oh fight. Hey, Skidify. Now the other high reset one that hopefully won't take as many resets this time. My previous run tonight took until about the 30-minute mark to win this fight. Come on, Ho-Oh, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, okay. Is that gonna kill? I really don't want to risk that. I think it maybe would have. Okay, that's going to target Latios. Or wait, no, this fight didn't take till 30 minutes. It took the whole split. I don't know what I was saying before. Just go for the no crit. We can actually kill with Thunderbolt from there. We need a really high roll though. Just don't crit. Okay, that can't kill me. Just likes to randomly whip out that Sacred Fire. I mean, it's got a charcoal, might as well. Then the easier side to the disc. Let's not have a dumb death like last time. About 50% for these 2 hits to kill Latios. Nice. Alright, Ice Beam should kill. See you next time, Kilf. See if we can get the legendary first turn full paralysis again. Yay! Okay, so now what do I do? Where's Bite? There we go. He's a sexy guy, but I don't know about a kill. We could potentially just hacks him to death from here. That'd be really nice. Really quick fight. See ya. I don't think you need to get any paraflinch. It's just faster if it happens. The paralysis really is meant just so I have more chances to attack. Now everything will be faster than it instead of just Jolteon. Okay, let's just get good trios now. Then I can probably finish the run at least. Oh, the run should be sub 230 if everything goes good. PB would be sub 246. The double-double. One more Regice. Can you do that? cheeky little shit. I heard what you did to that Mew. It's probably not the correct decision to switch, but... I need to get the calc in my notes for Poisoned Facade from Suicune. Just don't burn. Crits are fine, just don't burn. Almost wonder if the better play would be to just let him waste another Hydro Pump on Regice at that point. So yeah, I definitely need to look into this disc some more. This is one of the bad trio ones. They're not all this bad. It's just this one and the first with the birds on it. Just gonna try to play this safe. That's rip. Okay, it probably is better to let him sacrifice a Hydro Pump on Regice. Critical. Survive. God, that just wastes so much time to die to this fight. I think it is better to have him waste a pump on Regice, though, if it's not in Facade range. It wouldn't have been in Facade range if Suicune wasn't already poisoned, so... I'm gonna try that this time. If Raikou leaves me with enough HP. It's honestly almost expected to have a death to this fight just because of how hacksy the Raikou is. Almost always double teams right away, and then he can sometimes do it a second time. Awesome. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Raikou, right? Just don't do the singe thing. Okay. Alright, well since I got damage on it and Regice has a lot of health, it's basically a guaranteed win if we stall him out of Hydro Pumps before Registeel. Oh, he went for Mirror Coat. I was wondering if he was going to do that. He was guaranteed dead to another Thunderbolt, so I don't know why he did that. Good stuff. Yeah, so sometimes keeping Regice alive is the answer, especially if it gets to keep a lot of HP. Alright, now the easier disc. Still can get trolled here, but it's way, way easier to win. Turn 1 is always nice. See you later, Regirock. Okay, use Amnesia. Not Ice Beam. Get the damage. Yeah, just... Okay, don't crit. So now Registeel shouldn't use Amnesia. Nice early damage. Nice, tanked. Alright, so now it should be dead to one Fire Blast. Alright, done with the robots. Now on to the birds. think I should probably try YOLOing this first attempt here. We're supposed to do a bunch of agility, then substitute protect shenanigans. It's so much faster, though, if we just hit the ice beams. We only have to hit 2 this time. And we do live 1 thunder. Hey, there we go. YOLO paid off. We can basically just sack Articuno at this point. These crits, holy shit. I don't have to waste time with that. Yeah, don't worry, I'm sure Articuno's not going to be my friend in the next fight. Probably not going to get a better fight than this, though, on this one. Every single crit was useful. Alright, one more for the trios. Let's go. Sheer Cold Articuno hype. Mind Reader. Now don't miss. You did your part, Entei. Now just don't miss the Hydro Pump. What? Okay, well. No! Everything would have been perfect there. Back to the YOLO Thunder strats. Oh. I don't have the PP to win. Unless, no, I can still hit every single one and win. With no light screen troll. I think I should probably just quit, though. Let's try it again. Oh, for fuck's sake. No! Input didn't take. Just had to miss that YOLO sheer cold, and everything was fine. Just had to miss. If that had been me using that move, it would have missed. God, why is this fight so shit? Like, why does it have to have that set? And why does the AI have to be not consistent enough to work around it? It only does that when it knows it's going to hit, I'm sure. What a stupid Pokemon. It's things like that that are going to ruin this category. And that's RIP. Not sure how many more tries I want to give this. I think I just want to finish a run at this point. So this is really getting ridiculous. This is like the last major reset point for the run. Literally just comes down to sheer cold RNG. Double YOLO. Of course. He can hit 30% moves, I can't hit 80%. Of course. Okay, I think this disc might actually need to be earlier. Like, it's not really so much the fact that he's hit a lot of sheer colds, as much as the fact that they've decided to YOLO a lot of sheer colds. Light screen again. Fuck off. This fight sucks. Like, I think because of the AI, it's pretty much as bad as the Ho-Oh Lugia one. I suspect there is some cheating. Like, all that has to happen is, okay, he kills Entei next turn, and then he just goes for Mind Reader again, while Suicune hits a Hydro Pump. That's not much to ask for. It really isn't. Or he can YOLO a Sheer Cold and miss. Like, as long as I get this Hydro Pump off. And also, don't randomly go for Rest. I don't think it's that likely from that HP. Good. Now the very next thing that control is probably going to happen. Nope, didn't happen. Alright. At least we can bite that. Yeah, I'm gonna think kind of hard about whether this disc should be moved up. Because that is a really stupid one. Okay, so now it's 3 left, 4 up. So a couple more stupid ones, that's why I routed it this way. Just get them out of the way too. So now we just need to poison Wobbuffet. Or get a bunch of mirror coats in a row. And then just restart the fight if I die with no poison on it. Oh, they are. Like, most of them really are towards the beginning. The Focus Punch fights are stupid. Fight 48 is stupid. There's a lot of stupid things that control. But yeah, I did take care to put most of them at the start. With a couple exceptions, which I might now move to later. How much does this do? 1 more bullet seed. So like from here, all the very worst discs are out of the way already. And this is only our 13th one, so... And then this one I specifically put in early, just, well, you might see. So there's only one strat that works here. You have to go to +6 and then wait for a slash crit to happen. It's 25% because we have a scope lens too. But if it doesn't happen, it can be a very slow death. It looks nice and fast if we get the crit right away on turn 1. But if we don't, we have to watch him recover with ingrain and leftovers every single time. Okay, good. So that dumb split's done. So now we can coast for a little bit. So then we got easy tutorials. Yeah, I feel pretty good about my decision to put these ones in the middle instead of at the end. Like, once I make it past all those other dumb ones, I'm likely gonna just finish the run anyway. All the rest of the discs, most of them are kinda trolly in minor ways. But these ones, these first 5 or so, are like impossible to lose, but didn't really want to put them at the end also because they're not very hype. Don't want the hype level to deteriorate towards the end of the run. Like to save some of the cooler discs for the end. It technically have a higher loss chance than these ones, but still not very likely to lose. At least not compared to what we just went through. Nice lag. I mean, I'm not sure what you mean by building on itself. My internet might try to pull a crapper on me. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Yeah, I guess I kind of see what you mean. I never really see War Turtle's 3D model enough to really wonder that. Okay, and then we've got Primeape. It's a minor chance to lose. just 2 crit chances. Didn't get the first. It's generally pretty good to just get a feel for the game, so just try to complete runs first before practicing individual segments, I'd say. It'll also be a good test of whether you really want to keep running the game once you've run the full thing through a few times. But certainly practicing individual segments is eventually going to be important. And Lavrina is one of the bigger ones to practice. That and the first Snaddle split. Split late. Just mash A. Thank you, notes. Alright. That actually saves quite a bit of time. We still have to send out Giraffe Rig, right? Yeah. I probably could have just gone straight into Giraffe Rig and finished it with Psychic instead. I'll have to calc that later. Nice. Now just has to not crit the next one and we can save a turn. So that trio split was terrible, but the RNG has improved quite a bit since then. So now we get to the more comedy CD that they decided to put in. Good time to stretch my fingers a bit. Sit back, put my feet up. So no inputs for 1 minute and 40 seconds. It's like we're watching a loop. Good old Gen 3 double mechanics. Yeah, that was a decent first turn. Yep, that was the only disc that had a 1-turn limit. Just kind of meant to teach you that Shedinja is a horrible Pokemon to use. Okay, just gonna go safe here. One of these days a run will be bad enough that I want to use the riskier strat here. That was an excellent first hit. Maybe we'll get lucky and get the 11% 3-hit anyway. Ooh, okay. Pretty solid last two splits. There's not a whole lot of variance that can happen with these, but yeah, we definitely got a lot of useful RNG. Okay, and we already did 14, so now time for 15. Really the only way to die in this fight is if Future Sight misses at the end of this turn. So we only have a 4-turn limit on this fight. Kind of a lot of animations for being such a free fight. But at least it's free, assuming Future Sight doesn't miss. Now lots of Thrash. Turn 1 critting right there is probably a reset, because Slowpoke's the only member of that team that has own tempo. And slot 3 onto Sharpedo. Whoa, nice lag spike. Yeah, I might eventually do these runs on console. Just have to set up a file that has the CDs cleared. It would almost be better to have Misdreavus try to pain split something to save time, if you could pick the target of Thrash. Then another one of the good meme discs coming up. We stepped on over to the Johto region and had a little chat with youngster Joey. And he let us borrow his Rattata for a little bit. His top percentage rat. Oh. No. Quick death, at least. Quick death. That's fine. Dude, Joey never calls me. He's really insanely popular. Save the frames. Okay, 90%. See, cheap little 10% deaths like that are just not really worth changing up the route to put them earlier in the run. Like, I don't really care at this point. Once I get past the Legendary Gauntlet and Wabadilly, like, I'll finish the run within reason from there. So this route feels okay. The only thing I want to change, possibly, is putting Sheer Cold Articuno a little earlier. Okay, 3-hit or 5-hit, please. Good. Aerial Ace to win. His flail definitely does not kill me from there. Oh, crit still does? Wow. I didn't think even a crit would. Okay. 11 HP is still dangerous for crits. That's good to know. Nothing I can do about it, but... Dang, for once a free fight, not having to Fury Swipe more than once, and then... 1 in 16. Oh, jeez. Okay, don't try to load that spreadsheet. Really shouldn't be that likely to die here. I mean, crits like that can happen on so many discs. But the odds of not getting enough hits... okay, now a 2-hit or a 4-hit. Or a 5. Oh, it left it on 1! Why? Why? Oh... I should never say it's not likely to die. I should just never say that. The game will always find a way. I thought a 5-hit would kill. Dude, our rolls were just so bad there. So likely to be fine in this fight. Just stop it with the RNG. Like, fuck. So that's what should have happened last time, honestly. So those are the rolls we should have had. Alright, well there goes our good RNG from the last couple splits. That's pretty unfortunate. I mean, it's just really due to there being so many fights. Like, the chance that any one fight will go bad is pretty good, actually. I didn't crit myself that time. Flash fire activate. Good miss. Got the range. Okay, fast fight. Make up for half of one of the last deaths in the last fight. Yeah, not quite, but... It's going to be really interesting just to have splits to run against. Like, a lot of them may just not end up mattering. There's so much chance for RNG, good or bad, to happen. Even on these easier ones. Slot 4, slot 2. Because the only way to get this emulator to not lag horribly is to use an engine that sacrifices some texture quality. Or it could just be a shiny Pokemon. Yeah, it's on emulator for now. I might do it on console eventually. This is just more convenient for testing fights faster when I'm off stream. Okay, and now we get the easy focus punch fight. There's a chance to lose here if that aerial ace had crit me. And then I got ousted by Mankey. It's actually a speed tie with Mankey. We lose a turn if it wins. So Breloom's animation happened first. That means I go first, right? Coins everywhere! Alright, so we got the good RNG in this fight. Too bad we don't keep the money. Alright, so sub 20-minute split there. That felt pretty average overall, given the good luck and bad luck we got. 33 down, 17 to go. Snatch. Snatch. Okay, favorable 2-hit range. Good stuff. Now he's arranged to kill me in one turn. Alright, perfect so far. So this split has pretty much all the slower fights. The slow, easier fights. Okay, literally perfect if we crit this next Thundershock. Okay, just don't have the Encore end now. Okay. Yeah, Gen 2 experience farming. Good times. And now a ridiculously slow fight that we have a chance to lose at the very end. Oh, that would have the opposite effect. Nobody would want to stick around the stream to watch that. 1 HP. Don't forget the protect one more time. Okay, need to see a good roll here. If you could take recoil damage hitting a protect, it wouldn't be so bad. Just never want to risk missing the range and having to repeat the whole fight. We can still die to a crit here, but getting that range was not likely. Boy, what was that, like a 6-minute fight? At least the AI isn't random in that fight, can you imagine? protect from you. Yeah, you actually have to charge. Can't do anything else on the protect turns, and you actually do need the damage. The double damage. Alright, time to finally become Norman. I don't really like this fight at all, but the next one's pretty good. Don't want to hit Ninjask yet. Okay, cool. Don't have to have him Earthquake then. So now we evolve our Vigoroths and give them choice bands for the next fight. And also pick up an Exploud. Because why not? Oh no, our attacks aren't gonna hit. Not running Hyper Beam. Yeah, good thing. We want a hard switch out on one of these turns. Ow, the egg! Huge recoil. Big Bang Sorry. Another kind of gimmicky one that people might have trouble figuring out the first time. Come on, Ghost type. Dang. Yeah, we do actually get quite a few booms in this split. Okay, this next one's kind of annoying. So there's a thing that can boom in this next fight. And it definitely will, unless it comes out together with Psyduck, which has the damp ability. So we have to make sure we kill these first two on the same turn. Which can be tricky if we crit things when we don't want to. So yeah, just don't crit anything, Gator. Or if you do, hopefully we get a low enough roll that it doesn't kill. Yeah, I think Ariados was just dead. Yeah, multi-hit moves really do suck. Especially Fury Swipe. Let's be a little fast with this turn. Need to make better notes for this fight. I think that really should have been a slash, not an aerial ace, but we crit anyway, so... Don't think the choice of move really mattered. Fun with one-hit moves. We actually don't have to hit this Sheer Cold. It does save time if we do, though. And it doesn't really lose anything if we miss. a couple of fast discs. I am definitely not going to be running this long enough for that to ever matter. I like this fight. This is another fight that the notes I found were saying to do completely different things. Instead of going for dig strats. AI so scripted he doesn't even detect against dig. Tactical dig to skip Sandstorm hitting Raticate. One of those nice 100% consistent CDs. Partly I wish there were more like this, but I also wouldn't want it to get too boring and stale. It's kind of good to spread these out. Dawn Fan Doldrums. 2-turn limit to kill 6 pokes. Whatever will we do? Starmie should probably kill that Rhydon. But I think recovering is the better play. I really like this fight because it harkens back to, you know, before we got into EV training and IVs and damage calcing. It was a simpler time where it was just, I'ma earthquake all you motherfuckers! It's a nice throwback. It really is. And one more explosion fight for this segment. Tactical double switch. Now here the AI again is 100% consistent, but there is a death risk because we could get a bad crit. It's not here. This does barely anything. And it's not this one. It's this one. So they specifically EV'd that Gengar and gave it a Silk Scarf to ensure that it would do enough damage so that the counter damage would kill Shuckle coming in. Which of course meant I was dead if that crit, so... Doesn't matter whether that succeeds or not. We save an animation either way. Saving the Shadow Ball would have been better, but... Okay, fine. Lose a few more frames from the feint. Oh, I have to send out... It almost would be better to just switch to Linoon there. Alrighty. Couple more, hopefully quick splits. Time for Little Cup. First, Chikorita is our friend, and then it becomes our nightmare. That's not bad, actually. Okay, use light screen. Alright. So that crit confusion actually helped. Okay, no static, and this would be even better. Alright, Cyndaquil got a nice little sweep. So now we face Chikorita the Nightmare. It's completely fine as long as no bad RNG, but... like, both with my damage rolls and with Ancient Power Boost chance. Fake out. Do 3. Good. Good start. Now Confusion. 7 and 8 chance to do 6. Please do 6. Good. Now Chikorita. 2 Ancient Powers. Don't get the boost on either one of them. That's 1. Easy. Ember's guaranteed to kill, and we don't activate the Citrus. And the fight's basically free from here. Elekid can actually single-handedly take the last 2. It's actually faster to switch to it. Crit 1 hit. Thanks for the good luck, Austin. Very nice of them to give Elekid Protect for this side of the disc. I think Toto only dies if we get the max roll. I have to double check, though. We definitely don't expect it to die. Alright, skip to 38. Thankfully already did metronome and the focus punches. Got those out of the way nice and early in the run. Okay, I don't have slot notes for these moves, so I just gotta lose some frames selecting. So these fights are fairly high win chance, but can still get trolled. Actually, I think Ancient Power might be a better move to use on the leap here instead of another Metal Sound. I don't mind that. Can only kill one of us next turn with a crit. Also, I think that was a 7 and 8 range. You unlucky Anorith. Wow, that's still almost killed at +2. He's probably still gonna Earthquake, isn't he? Kabutops should live. Okay. That second boost almost got me. Almost. Okay, then the slightly scarier Fossil Disc. So he gets to start with his evolutions, I don't. There's really only one thing we can do. Let Anorith die, and hope he doesn't boost right away. Come on, RNG. As long as it's not a 2, we're fine. Well, as long as they're both not 2s. Never wants to use Ice Beam, which is good. Not Zatus or Natus. Alright. Wouldn't matter if he boosted there. So now Armaldo's arranged to die before it gets off the Earthquake, but Greydilly should be able to finish up on its own if it does. And go for Kabutops first, because it at least outspeeds Ammonite. So just a 2-hit is fine. Same should be true of Ammonite. Okay, it's a range. This fight really makes Bullet Seed look way better than it actually is in this gen. Alright, that's a split. 2 fights left. Kanto versus Hoenn. If we get both of these first try, I'll get like a 14-minute PB. Leaf Blade? Never seen that AI. What the hell? I mean, I'll take that. Better than 2 aerial aces, certainly. to see if the game's going to let me go for this range. Have to live 2 earthquakes. Hit this blizzard. Torrent Hydro Cannon! Oh, so close. Well, we don't have to hit a Frenzy Plant. In fact, we'll finish this the right way. With Charizard. Faster animation than Sludge Bomb. Alright, last fight. Let's clinch this PB. Not Dragon Dance. Now just no bite flinch. Okay. So now just don't miss Muddy Water. Hate that this move can miss. And its ironic after effect is lowering accuracy. Intentional death so Blaziken doesn't take the damage coming in. Now the speed tie. Oh, shortchanged. This should be a Hydro Cannon. GG. Crit this too? Ah. Just missed the sub 230 this time. Had just enough bad luck earlier on. Still, pretty solid run. Alright. So I think that showed off the run a little bit better.